Welcome to From the Den podcast, providing Bears and NFL fans alike with compelling news, discussion, and debate. I'm your co-host Benjamin, joined alongside my dear friend and co-host Oren.
Hey Benjamin, let's get right into it. As always, kickoff starts now.
The 2019 season was pretty much a mess. They went 8-8, but it just didn't seem like they went 8-8. It felt like a 4-12 season. But do you think that there are any positives in this season compared to the 2018 season where they went 12-4 and everything just seemed to click?
If I'm being completely honest, I don't think that there are any positives that they had, like any team accomplishments. The only main positive that comes to my mind is the budding relationship or budding, I don't know, chemistry, I guess, between Mitchell Trubisky and Allen Robinson. I think Allen Robinson produced great this season, and I guess that is one positive that I can take away from the 2018 season. But aside from that, I don't know. There's not much else I can say.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying about the Allen Robinson thing, but does it really matter? I honestly doubt that Trubisky will play 16 games. I doubt that he'll play half of the season. So even though this budding chemistry is good for a Bears quarterback, that probably...
Okay, fine. I won't even say the chemistry. I just think that Allen Robinson is a good wide receiver, and he really proved himself in year 2. He put up great numbers, and he was fringe Pro Bowl.
I agree. I think he should have made the Pro Bowl, but
again, I mean, I say Pro Bowl a lot, but to be honest, I really do not like using Pro Bowl as a metric for how good a player was. I mean, all stats can lie, but truly the Pro Bowl is just so subjective.
Trubisky did it 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like it gets to a point where there are so many whatever. I'm not different topic, as I've said before.
So I agree with you. I don't think that in general the offense obviously didn't get better. Defense didn't get better. Special teams, actually, I think special teams got better, and that's the only position I think really, really got better. I
can agree with that.
Eddie Pinheiro, he went 23 for 28, which was 82.1% kicking, versus Cody Parkey in 2018, 23 for 30, which is 76% kicking. So that's a good 2 kicks that he made. Those 2 kicks.
Okay. I would like to make a distinction here because the question was, were there any positives? Now, if I'm looking at Pinheiro's play alone, then I don't know if that's a positive. I mean, he was fine, but he really did miss a lot of field goals. If I'm comparing it to 2018, fine. But that's a completely different question that you're asking. You understand?
Yeah, but I think in general, even if you're saying that, there's positives going into it, that a positive coming out of the season, a positive is knowing that next year you're going into a kicking situation where you feel more comfortable than Cody Parkey. Because with Cody Parkey, it wasn't 76% is not good. And I'm not going to sit here saying Eddie Pinheiro's is great. It's around average. But the point is Eddie Pinheiro's 24. He's young. He's going to develop. He's going to become more mentally strong.
Fine.
And Eddie Pinheiro already, he has a bit of clutchness in him. He's 2 for 3.
He did miss it against the Chargers.
I know he missed it against the Chargers, but he made a 50-yard-plus field goal against the Broncos, and he beat the Vikings in Week 17, which was a chip shot field goal, but it's still a field goal. But when you look at Cody Parkey, the difference between Eddie Pinheiro and Cody Parkey is he might be a bit more efficient kicking the field goals, but really when it comes down to game-winning kicks, Eddie Pinheiro may have missed. He might be only 2 for 3, but obviously we know the double doink happened with Cody Parkey, which was just terrible. And also, if you don't remember, in Week 5, Eddie Pinheiro could have won the game. It was around a 50-yard kick, which is a far kick. And 50-yard kick is most likely a kicker should make it, but it's not a big deal if they miss it. But Eddie Pinheiro, he made over a 50-yard kick to win the game against the Broncos. So I feel like against the Dolphins, they should have been able to go into that, and he should have been able to make that. Also, Cordero Patterson, the kick return game. When you talk about the whole special teams...
Yeah, I can't argue with Cordero Patterson on that one. Cordero Patterson had a great season.
Yeah, the punter, Pat O'Donnell, he played the same this year as last year around. He had some pretty good kicks, pinned them around the 5-10 yard line. And most of the time, you know who got them at the 5-10 yard line?
Ooh.
Cordero Patterson. He wasn't only a kick returner, he's a great special teams player. He's able to use his athleticism to his advantage. When the Bears played the Packers week 15, there was a terrible call where they said roughing the kicker. I think not roughing the kicker, roughing the he called it a catch, and they called it roughing.
Oh, okay.
Cordero Patterson, but it wasn't because the receiver, the returner touched it before Cordero Patterson hit him. But Cordero Patterson not only is great with that part of special teams, but also in 2019, Cordero Patterson had 825 yards, and he averaged 29.5 yards per return, 1 touchdown. It was 4th in the NFL in total return yards. But in 2018, the Bears had a weird combination of Benny Cunningham, Taquan Mizell, Anthony Miller, and Tariq Cohen returning kicks, and they had 440 yards returning, 19.1 yards per return, 0 touchdowns, and 30th in the NFL in total return yards for kick returners. And that 10-yard difference is huge. That 10-yard difference is the difference between getting.
Okay, yeah. I can't argue with the special teams.
If you enjoyed this episode of From the Den, please remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video.
Or, if you're a Packers fan, remember to dislike and leave a nasty comment. Click the links on the screen to access additional content.